What's up, guys? Eli here, back for part 5 of my USBM video series. Kind of a spontaneous thing that I decided to do. I have actually wanted to do it for a long time, so it's been really fun. I'm basically picking 5 American black metal albums from my collection. Only one album per band, and I'm choosing and not albums or bands that we discussed in the live stream that I did a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Number 16. Now, right off the bat, I'm breaking my own rule. But there's a reason why I'm going to show this. This album, actually, yeah, this album and this band was shown in the live stream. But I'm gonna kind of tell my story. So we got the debut album from Black Witchery, Desecration of the Holy Kingdom. I have this super nice Nuclear War Now re-release. So, Black Witchery technically formed in 1999, but they have roots going all the way back to 91 with the 2 prior incarnations, which had different names. I think a lot of people don't really realize that, how far back they go. This is considered, in the war metal or bestial black metal, black death metal, whatever you want to call it, this is considered an all-time influential classic. So the reason I'm showing this is, I guess I don't have too much of a story. A couple of years back, I got an email from Imperath, the vocalist and founding member of Black Witchery. We didn't know each other, but I had some tapes that he wanted to order, and I knew it was him, and so I was like, dude, how about this? Instead of you paying me money for the tapes, do you have anything to trade, any Black Witchery stuff or whatever else? And he's like, yeah, man, I've got tons. And like, he was a really, really cool guy. He sent me a bunch of extra stuff. I got a bunch of Black Witchery stuff, filled in pretty much all the gaps. I didn't actually have a ton of Black Witchery in my collection. I have a couple releases, so now I have the entire full-length discography. I think they only have 3 full lengths, but he also sent me their live album because he was like, "Have you ever heard this?" And I was like, "No, I've not heard the live album." And he's like, "Well, you got to hear this if you like my band." He's like, "I think these versions of the songs I think are the best." He's like, "I think we are much better live than we are in the studio." So, yeah, really, really cool. It was cool to to kind of make acquaintances with him, and yeah, he was nice. And even despite me breaking the rule, Black Witchery belong on this list. They belong on any list where you're talking about important black metal albums to come from the U.S. You got to talk about Black Witchery. Number 17, we have a split, but I'm only going to be talking about one of the bands from the split because it's an American band. The other band is not. So we're talking about Black Devotion. This is a split with Black Old Blood. Split 7-inch there. Black Devotion formed in 2008 in Oklahoma, of all places. This split is from 2016. Black Devotion just play a kind of an occult-inspired, super raw, super evil black metal. Very cool stuff. And I might as well go and say that the Black Old Blood, the other side, I think they're from Belgium or something. Really, really good band too. I liked their side of the split just as much. So if you like an occult-inspired, super evil, nasty black metal, Black Devotion, you could do a lot worse. And sitting at number 18, we have 7 Chains, album titled Thus She Speaks, the Spiraling of Maranatha. This is a very cool album, and I'm not biased at all. The main dude in this band is actually a really good friend of mine. We used to work together. He was my boss, actually. So, 7 Chains formed in 2016 in Chicago, Illinois. He's lived here in my town for probably like the last, I don't know, at least the last 3 or 4 years. So this is the second full-length album, second of 2 albums. So 7 Chains, what do they sound like? Definitely not pure black metal by any means. I would say black death metal. Very, very dissonant and experimental. If you like stuff like Portal and Portal, Blood Snore, Death Spell Omega, I think we're on the right track here. Seven Chains don't sound exactly like any of those bands, but I think there's definitely some inspiration, some influence from those bands. If you like your black metal, unique, experimental, you want to hear something that you haven't heard already a million times, Seven Chains might do it for you. I think this is a fantastic album. Like I said, it's not for the straight die-hard black metal. This is not traditional black metal, not traditional black death by any means. This is this is dissonant, experimental. But if you have patience and you like unique music, I think you'd really dig Seven Chains. So I definitely highly encourage you to check this out. I actually sent a copy to Rick, my buddy Rick, over at the Dreadful Minutes, and I'm pretty sure he said he liked it. So yeah, Seven Chains, check him out. Sitting at number 19, we have Dead as Dreams. Now, this is another split I'm showing just because this is the only release from them that I have. So, the other side of the split, just for shits and giggles, is Arvindil from France, I think. I think France. Arvindil are killer. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely love them. But the Dead as Dreams side is really, really fucking cool. I definitely would urge you to check them out. They sound. If you didn't catch the reference, the name comes from the Weakling album, but I wouldn't say they sound like Weakling. I think maybe they were fans of the band, and they're also from the same city. I think Weakling were from San Francisco, right? Dead as Dreams were from San Francisco too. They were active from 2007 to at least 2010, somewhere around there. And this is their debut recording. They also have an EP. But if you're wondering what they sound like, I would say they're very unique. I really can't choose a band to use as a comparison. I guess I would say I definitely hear some second wave Norwegian black metal, maybe as a foundation. I also hear maybe a little bit of being an American band from the 2010s. One of the popular sounds in the black metal underground was like the depressive black metal sound, and I think at least in the vocals I hear a little bit of depressive black metal. So mix just a little depressive black metal with second wave Norwegian black metal. That gives you kind of a starting point. But I think Dead as Dreams are more unique than that, and unique to the point where I can't just throw out a simple lazy comparison. And sitting at number 20, and I want to remind you guys, these are in no order. I got like 70 or 80 albums to show. That would be a task that I would not want to take on. So anyways, number 20, we're going to talk about Grand Invocation with the Ogdra album. This is their only release so far. I can't remember if it's a full length or a demo or an EP. I think it's either a demo or an EP, but I could be wrong. So this is another local band to me, or at least they were. They were based out of Spokane, Washington. They moved over to Portland now, so they're a Portland, Oregon band. This is just a cool black metal release that went under the radar a little bit, I would say. This came out on the Expansion Abyss label, which is kind of a really cool up and coming, extreme metal label. You might be familiar with them. So Grand Invocation, I would say early Gorgoroth as a starting point. If you like the early Pest era Gorgoroth, or even Hat, the first like 3 or 4 Gorgoroth albums, hell, even some of the Gaul stuff, but early Gorgoroth, I gotta stress that, does not sound like mid or later. We're talking the raw, second wave Norwegian, just spikes and leather black metal. I think you're getting that here, and maybe even a little bit of the earlier late 90s, early 2000s Finnish black metal, Behexen. Early Behexen, early Sargeist. Who doesn't like that shit? Who doesn't like early Behexen, early Sargeist, early Gorgoroth? I mean, that's what you're getting here. It's raw, but it's mixed very well. There's riffs all over the place. If you like those bands, do yourself a favor. Check out Grand Invocation. I believe Expansion Abyss still has copies, so get them while you still can. Anyways, guys, that's it. Thanks for continuing to watch these. I'm trying to upload one every day, and while it's been fun, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want to wear myself out with you guys. I know that I won't name the channel, but a couple years back I actually unsubbed from a channel because they uploaded like 2-3 videos a day, and I don't know. I already wasn't a huge fan of the channel. It's a way bigger channel than mine, but they were just uploading so often, and I just felt like they just came off as like tryhards to me, and I'm not. I don't know. You guys know me. I've never been one to come across that way, at least intentionally. So, if you're not, I'm keeping these short. Most of them are 5 to 7 minutes. This one's a little longer, but if you guys don't want to watch every single one, just maybe skip the ones you don't want to watch, but don't unsub from me. I love you guys. I need you guys to comment and shit and engage with me in the metal talk. But yeah, I like I said, I hope I'm not trying to shove daily videos down your throat. Just pick and choose, I guess. But these have been a lot of fun. Like I said, 5 albums, 5 USBM albums every day. I'm going to keep going literally till I've shown them all. I think I probably have anywhere between 70 and 80. So we're looking at, 14 to 16 videos, somewhere around there. So I might miss the occasional day here and there. I missed the entire weekend. So that's about 3 weeks. And then after that, I do have a plan. After those 3 weeks, after these are all done, I'll probably wrap up whatever new stuff I've acquired. In the meantime, I'll probably bang out in one big video, because I do have some CDs to show you that I've picked up. Bang it out in one video, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to put everything on pause, and I'm strictly going to focus my time on my LLN video that I've been working on for like 2 months. I've been working on it very slowly because I keep getting distracted by these smaller videos. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put out any more videos until I finish the LLN video, which I could wrap it up in a week easy if I really tried. I need to get that thing finished. It's been sitting on the back burner. I put way too much time into it to let it go and finish. So that'll be a fun one. I think you guys will really dig that. It's to be expected in Eli fashion. It's going to be flawed. It's going to be raw. It's going to be it's going to be amateurish, but for what it is, I think it's a really cool video, and if you guys are into that LLN scene, I think it'll serve its purpose. I think you guys will dig it. So, anyways, I've rambled enough now at 15 minutes. So, I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and we'll talk soon. Cheers.